In this lecture, I'm going to show you some straightforward techniques you can use to significantly improve any slow calculating workbooks. These are the steps you need to take to rejuvenate your slow workbooks. Just before you do them, take a backup of your workbook first. As a first step, go to Formulas, Name Manager. Do you have any invalid references there? Anything with #ref? If yes, sort on these and delete them completely. Now go to Data, Connections. Do you see the Edit Links button grayed out? If it's grayed out, you can skip the step. If it's not grayed out, click on it. Do you have any workbooks that are connected to this? Are these still valid? If you don't need them, delete them from here. As a next step, check and clear any unused cells in your worksheets. And the way you do that is you go to each worksheet and then press Ctrl-End. You should end up at a spot just at the end of your data or your report. If you see that you're far beyond this, that there's too much empty space between the Ctrl-End cell and your actual report, then go and highlight these cells. Basically, go to the end of your report, click on the row right after it, and then press Ctrl, Shift, and the down arrow key, and then right mouse click and delete these cells. Do the same for columns if you need to. Then press Save, and then press Ctrl-End again. And now you should end up just at the bottom of your data or your report. And with this, you have cleared any unused cells from memory. Next is to double check your formulas. Are you using too many workarounds? Is there a better function that can be used? Are you referencing too many cells? If yes, take some time and implement the new formulas. Last is the usage of volatile functions and conditional formatting. If you have too much of these, they can be a factor in slowing down your files. So if you followed all of these other steps and you still have a slow file, then double check the use of these functions. To understand what volatile functions actually are, let me explain to you how normal Excel formulas work. So normal non-volatile formulas get recalculated anytime you change a cell that impacts the formula. So if you change a cell that has no impact on the formula, nothing gets recalculated. Let's assume you have a large Excel file that has thousands of formulas, and many of these formulas reference other cells, which might in themselves also be formulas referencing other cells. Now, this dependency chain is memorized and stored by Excel in what is called a dependency tree. So Excel uses this dependency tree to decide which cells to recalculate and which cells to ignore. For normal formula calculation, Excel always refers to this dependency chain. So if you make a change to a cell, it also updates this dependency tree. On the other hand, volatile functions are formulas that get calculated anytime you enter any data in your workbook. So they get recalculated independent of whether your formula is referencing these cells. It could be anywhere in any cell that has nothing to do with this formula. They also get calculated anytime you insert a new row or a column, you rename a worksheet, or you change the position of your worksheets. So any task can run the calculation of these volatile functions. And that's what can make your workbook slow. Some examples of volatile functions are offset, today, now, indirect, rand and rand between, and cell. Now, if you're an intermediate Excel user, chances are that you already are using some of these regularly, especially the offset function in your reports. I have a lot of offset functions in my reports. But this doesn't mean that offset is going to slow down your file. So you should just be aware that it could have an impact depending on the complexity and the overall size of your workbook. If it does, use alternative functions or methods. You can use index and match in a lot of cases, or you can write VBA code that does the job for you. These are the main steps to follow to turn around any slow workbook. The exercise for this one needs to get done on your own existing files. You can download these steps from the Resources tab of this lecture, but as a precautionary step, don't forget to take a backup of your file before you follow these.